Steven Gerrard urges new Rangers signing Jon Flanagan rediscover his best form. If Jon Flanagan cannot change a past he bitterly regrets, then Steven Gerrard insists he must take charge of his future. Gerrard knows the challenge for Flanagan will be to win over those Rangers fans who feel uneasy about the club signing a player with the conviction for assaulting his girlfriend. In time, it is one he feels confident the 25-year-old will meet. The Ibrox manager insists the incident on a night out last December, for which Flanagan received a 12-month community order, was horrendously out of character. Gerrard has known Flanagan and his family since the fullback was a teenager in the Liverpool academy system. Armed with that long-term knowledge, the former England captain felt well placed to assess whether he merited a second chance in Glasgow. The decision was swiftly reached with Flanagan's acquisition on a 2-year contract. Gerrard accepts that some Ibrox season ticket holders will be less certain. He gets why there is a debate. But he has every faith in Flanagan proving worthy of the opportunity now in front of him. I've got an advantage to many other people in that I know the character and the values of the family, who I know very well, said Gerrard, speaking at the team hotel in Spain as Rangers continued their pre-season training camp. I've known them for over a decade. I know this was an isolated incident and a big mistake. From my point of view, I was disappointed at the time for him because I knew it wasn't him. Jon has held his hand up and was very remorseful. I know he still regrets it to this day. That was the key for me, knowing the kid is going to learn from it and that it won't happen again. That's the confidence I've got in him. There are a few doubters and a few people who will judge him on the incident, but Jon has to win those fans back over with his performances. I have no doubt and every confidence that when these fans see Jon, a lot will already be aware of him and the type of player he is, they will like what they see. For me, there are a lot of things Rangers fans want to see in a defender. They want to know if you're a winner, will run through a wall for them, empty the tank and give every bit of blood, sweat and tears for them. I can guarantee Jon will do that, and I've got every confidence he can win them over because he's exactly what the squad needs if you look at the players' strengths. Flanagan's emergence into the Liverpool first team under Brendan Rodgers brought the additional reward of a senior England cap in 2014. Successive knee injuries then stalled his progress, with the player farmed out on loan to Burnley and Bolton before being released earlier this summer. Gerrard's show of belief can, he hopes, now be the cue for Flanagan to recapture past form at Ibrox. I've had a conversation with Jon and told him he needs to get back to that level, added the 38-year-old. It's in there, he's capable. He's had a frustrating couple of years on the pitch and the issue he had off the pitch, which he regrets immensely. He needs to get back to focusing on his football, his form and getting his career back on track. He's very keen to do that. Flanagan brings a more robust profile to Rangers' full-back options when compared with the front-foot style of both James Tavernier and Declan John. He'll come and fight for both the right and left-back positions, continued Gerrard. We had to make sure there's quality in those areas to cover. I was aware of him when he was at the Liverpool academy and Brendan Rodgers moved him up very quickly because of his performances and consistency. He was around the first team for a couple of years while I was there, so I've worked with Jon very closely and I know the character, I know the boy. If you look at our two attacking fullbacks, they are very good at what they do, but in certain games we'll need to go a different way. We can't just attack and go gung-ho against every single team. Sometimes we'll need to stiffen it up and go a bit safer, and Jon gives us that option. I know he's a winner and experienced in terms of playing in front of demanding crowds and atmospheres, so it was a no-brainer on a free transfer. Flanagan has not been the only former Liverpool colleague to link up with Gerrard in Spain this week. Scott Arfield, Burnley Alan McGregor, Hull Jamie Murphy, Brighton Nicola Caddick, Slaven Bellupo Connor Goldson, Brighton Jon Flanagan, Liverpool Viajeria, Liverpool. Lone young midfielder of Viajeria joined training last midweek, having agreed a season-long loan from the Anfield club. It's been good he has now joined us, said Gerrard. He's an exciting player, very skillful. He'll have a crowd on the edge of their seats and fits the profile that we were looking for in the midfield area. He's 6'2", he's rangy, leggy. He can win balls back and also drive at defenses and make things happen. He gives us that nice blend in midfield and something different to what's been here before. I'm delighted to have him in for the year on loan. Liverpool were very helpful there. The Ibrox squad will remain at their base near Malaga until Wednesday before returning to Glasgow ahead of a first summer friendly against Barry a week on Friday. "It's been an excellent first week in Spain," said Gerrard. "The squad are in a good place and I'm delighted with the application and effort that the lads have given. It's been tough for them physically and mentally to do the work we've asked them to do in the heat and conditions, but we've had zero complaints and the lads have committed to it. In terms of where we are physically, I'm really pleased and also the messages are starting to drop.